People often ask me, why were certain books left out of the New Testament? Why not have the Gospel of Thomas in? To which my answer has to be that I don't think there were books that were left out. It's not that there was some council with 70 Gospels in front of them and they decided to choose 4 winners. Rather, before there was any church council, there was already an agreement on which Gospels to have, because and people didn't really have a choice about that these 4 Gospels forced themselves on people because of their credentials. I think in the same way as you don't necessarily have a choice about which eyewitnesses to interview for an event. There are certain people who have eyewitness credentials and some don't. So with the Gospel of Thomas, I think if you read it for yourself, you can see it's a very different sort of literature from the 4 Gospels. It isn't a narrative, it's simply a set of sayings. And I think there's lots of evidence that it actually depends on the 4 Gospels. I think this has been convincingly shown by Simon Gathercole, who's a scholar who's written one of the lengthiest studies of the Gospel of Thomas, who shows actually how it's dependent. So when the Gospel of Thomas is talking about whether circumcision profits, it's pretty clear it's lifted that phrase from Paul and it's simply made its way into the Gospel of Thomas. So I would say the Gospel of Thomas is part of the evidence for the 4 Gospels.